Hello, hello, hello everyone. Welcome back to Steinscape. So, we met the guy that we rent our apartment from. We also met his new employee, Suzuha, and she's interesting. I suspect time traveler. And now we're talking about John Titor, a previously acclaimed time traveler from 10 years ago in America, who's now in Japan and messaging on the board. So, from John Titor, I don't expect you to believe that I came from the year 2036. I see that everyone would like to know more about my time machine. Time traveling technology was developed by SERN. They completed the first time machine in 2034. Time traveler, lol. John Titor, lol. More details on the time machine. Do they sell time machines? How much do they cost? I've got about 100 million yen saved. Can you send me one? CERN. CERN has a monopoly on time machines. Not even the most powerful nations on Earth can acquire one, to say nothing of private citizens. CERN used their time machine for power. By 2036, the world has become a dystopia. There is no war, no conflict. However, that is a false peace founded on the complete eradication of liberty. What does lol mean? Why did you come to this time? Was the Akiba satellite crash your doing? Wait, guys. Titor-san doesn't understand channel lingo. Let's keep it simple, okay? If you know what I mean. Lol. Get a trip code, asshole. Something weird. Oh. What? Aw. I didn't get to read the rest of it. My time machine is a prototype reverse-engineered from stolen CERN technology. Compared to their time machine, its capabilities are quite limited. In 2036, the world is ruled by a single all-powerful governing body. They control every aspect of our lives, deciding what we will eat, where we will live, and whom we will marry. There is no privacy and no choice. Anybody who dares oppose them is eliminated. There are no trials. In movies and stuff, small changes to the past cause huge changes to the future. You've already changed the present by coming here. What happens if you make unexpected changes to the future? Implying CERN rules the world. Do you even know what CERN is? Lol. OP is a troll. So if we find his dad and kill him, then this time traveler, LMAO, will never be born and we won't have to listen to this bullshit, am I right? I want to know if you can meet your past self. Can you have self-cest? Haha. Would you have sex with your clone? You're talking about the so-called grandfather paradox. That has been debunked. This world line has a divergence of 0.571024% compared to the world line I come from. Different universes. Killing my father would alter divergence, creating a world line where my father is dead. However, it would not erase this world line. I would go on existing. CERN is a particle physics research institution that has not changed in 2036. It is possible to meet your past self. The prevailing theory in my time is that nothing would happen. I, however, have not met my past self. If you're really a time traveler, then fucking prove it. Post machine pics or get the fuck out. The many worlds interpretation? Whoa, slow down, bro. I do not feel the need to prove that I am what I say I am. I only post these messages on a whim. My mission comes first. What are world lines? Can you meet yourself from another world line? What happens if you do? Late reply. A trip code is a way to identify posters. Put hashtag password after your name. Lol, backpedaling. World lines are like an infinite number of rivers flowing in parallel. Along the way, they are constantly branching out into new world lines. This is called divergence. For example, whether or not you post on this message board has practically no effect on this world's divergence. But if you were murdered, let's say, then divergence would change. However, it would only change by about 0.000002%, if that. A single human being's death is not terribly significant on a global scale. Wars, disasters, acts of terrorism, and other events that cause widespread death and destruction have a much greater effect on divergence. Thanks for telling me about trip codes. I'll make sure to use this one from now on. I'm starting to get tired, so let's pick up again tomorrow. It's been fun talking to everybody. Huh. Looks like they've already made an archive of these threads. Of course, there have been sites dedicated to John Titor for years now. This post closely resembles what the original Titor wrote 10 years ago. I've read one of the books on Titor, that's how I know. This new John Titor is clearly an imposter. There are many Titor fanatics on @channel. He's not exactly a household name in Japan, but I doubt anyone would fall for this level of trolling. As I continue to read, however, I find the response the opposite of what I expected. Everyone is accepting this time traveler as if this were his first appearance. Nobody has even mentioned his appearance 10 years ago. Finding this strange, I try posting retort, but everyone ignores me. What the hell? Weird. Reality jumping. Da, 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 da. You can figure this out if you do a little research, people. There's the original John Titor thread archive in English and plenty of Titor blogs in Japanese. I enter John Titor's name into a search engine. 12 matches. Wait, only 12? Moreover, all 12 are about the current Titor's posting on @channel. I can't find a single trace of the Titor from 10 years ago. Bizarre. This just can't be. I searched for information on Titor a few years ago. Back then I got tens of thousands of hits. Is this search engine filtered? I try searching on another site just to make sure, but it gives the same result. What is this madness? It feels like I've stumbled onto another plane of reality, which you have. Could this be another organization conspiracy? These past 2 days, I've been surrounded by nothing but chaos and confusion. I'll call Daru. He'll know about Titor for sure. Alright, so can I just...
John Titor について把握しているのかと聞いている。ちっとも話が見えない件について。そもそもお前今どこにいるんだ？ラボには来るのか？今メイクインニャンニャンにいる。
Huh. May Queen Nyan Nyan is a maid cafe in Akiba. Daru is a regular there. Apparently 3D cat maids are his thing too? Actually, it's not sensitive at all. Whoop. Hey. There we go. May Queen Nyan Nyan is only a 3-minute walk from the lab. Coming from Kuramaebashi Dori, take a left at Sumakoisaka Crossing and you'll find it. I gotta write that down. I can only assume that they're giving us the directions to these different places for a reason, so that's where I'm headed right now. It's usually busy in Akiba during summer break, but now it's even busier because of the Radio Kaikon incident. The area was blocked off yesterday, but it doesn't look like they could keep the main road closed for 2 days straight. I haven't seen a single police officer today. But the Radio Kaikon building still seems off limits. The entrance shutters are closed shut and sealed with yellow police tape.
謎の人工衛星墜落から一夜明けた秋葉原です。警察による規制は解除され、駅前にはものすごい数の人が集まっています。墜落した人工衛星がどこの国のものなのかについては現在も調査中とのことで、詳しいことがわかるまで撤去ができない状態です。
Okay.
警察の発表によりますと、爆発などの危険は今のところないということですが、秋葉原を訪れた買い物客や地元商店街の関係者からは不安の声が上がっています。
Obviously. The media has dozens of cameras set up outside the police line. And there are nearly twice as many onlookers as reporters, enough to fill the entire street with people. Everyone's aiming their phone cameras at the satellite-like object. So many people. Living in Akiba, you get used to crowds and big events, but a gathering of this size is unusual. I wonder when they'll get rid of that thing. I hope it doesn't explode or something. They've been letting people back into the area, so I guess there's no danger. Still, considering its unknown origin, I'm surprised there isn't more security. Today, it looks like otaku, like always, otaku are shopping for dojinshi, important games, electronics, or whatever strikes their fancy. Aside from the scene at Radio Kaikon, it's the same as any other day. but I still don't understand what I saw yesterday. I've half accepted that the mass disappearance was just my imagination. Maybe I've become unable to distinguish reality from fantasy, like the media likes to say about teenagers these days. You don't say! With that thought in mind, I returned my gaze to the street. And there, in front of me, stands a woman holding her phone in front of her face. Why? She took a picture. Her phone was clearly pointed directly at me. I tried to cover my face, but not quickly enough. I turn around just to make sure that she wasn't pointing it at someone behind me, but that doesn't seem to be the case. She's still staring at her phone. Why us? Without even glancing at me, she turns around and points her phone at some other pedestrian. Maybe she's just taking photos of everyone at the scene and not just me. But still, I need to have a word with her. That's just an invasion of privacy. The organization is after me, so I can't risk that photo getting out.
Wait.
She doesn't turn around. Is she so engrossed in her photography that she doesn't even notice me? Or did she not catch my magnificent native-level English?
John, そこで携帯カメラを使っているあなた、待ってください。
She turns back, finally noticing me. And of course her phone turns with her.
ってよせ、通るんじゃない。まさか機関の差し金か。
Why? She completely ignores my objection. And then she goes back to looking at her phone, obviously.
質問に答えてもらいたいんですかね。あなたは機関の人間か。
If she is, then I may have to take suitable measures.
違うのか。違うとしても問題がありますよ。俺の写真を持っていると機関に知られれば、あなたにも奴らの魔の手が伸びるかもしれない。とにかく今撮った俺の写真を即刻削除してほしい。
She is not impressed. Is she even listening?
謝る。
Aw. Wow, she finally speaks. Just a whisper, but at least it's something.
不快にさせたなら。
She lowers her head slightly in a bow. Or at least, I think it's a bow. She's been looking down all this time, so I can't really tell.
謝るより先に写真を削除してほしいわけだから。
風景撮ってた。
Her fingers dance across her phone's keys with impressive speed, exactly the opposite of her annoyingly slow speech pattern.
風景を撮っていた？観光客？
Or is she one of those people who came to see the satellite? In that case, why did she take a picture of me? She shakes her head without looking at me.
証明。自分が今日どこを歩いたか。
Huh. Why would you need that?
桐生萌香。
Moika. Kiryu Moika.
名前。
Aw. I guess she's introducing herself. That's nice. But I just want her to delete that photo.
聞きたいことがある。いい？
Okay.
それより写真を。
都市伝説。秋葉原の。
Okay.
知らない？
Maybe. An urban legend? What is she talking about? Don't tell me. There's a brilliant but insane mad scientist said to be lurking in Akihabara? And now, that brilliant but insane mad scientist is the target of every assassin in the underworld? Oh, goodness.
俺はこの街に長く居すぎたのかもしれん。だがそろそろ死ぬべきか。
You need to chill, dude. Akihabara, you weren't such a bad town. I'm glad that...
レトロ PC。
Ah.
PC。
She replies with a nod or something like a nod.
どこかにあるらしくて、それが。
Ah.
そうか。
Nothing about a mad scientist. Weird. I'm relieved, but also disappointed. At any rate, this is the first I've heard about a Phantom Retro PC.
レトロ PC というとキュッパチあたりか？
That's the first model that comes to mind. But are 98s really that hard to find? She shakes her head slightly, or something like a shake.
これ。
She turns her phone towards me. The screen shows an oddly shaped computer. It's hard to tell since the picture's monochrome, but it looks like some kind of PC. It looks kind of familiar.
5100
An IBM 5100. Huh. Her fingers twitch, I
見
think.
たことは
ない名前を知ってるぐらいだ
Coincidence? I think not. Maybe she's John Titor.
これも
No.
シュタインズゲートの選択かもしれない
詳しい人知らない
ダルならば詳しく知っているかもな、そいつは俺のマイフェイバリットライトアームであるスーパーハッカー
Why do you say that in English?
MI6 の中枢にすらハッキングできる実力の持ち主なのだ
The M16 part is a slight exaggeration. If that ever did happen, Men in Black would break down our door and take us away. But the super hacker part is true. The depth of his computer knowledge is uncanny. Speaking of Daru, I'm supposed to meet him at Mei Queen Nyanyan. I don't have time to stand and chat with some crazy lady I don't know.
オンライン
Well, I'm off.
メディアスクラムのお得だ
What does media scrum mean? I try to make a smooth exit one-liner and everything, but she grabs my sleeve before I can disappear into the crowd.
何をする
メールアド教えて
何の狙いだ
What are you
スーパー
after?
ハッカー
Aw. I guess she wants to hear Daru's story. It's my fault for mentioning him. Well, I'm meeting up with Daru, so why don't I just take her along? Might as well. No, wait a second. This could be a devious trap. Maybe she's really a spy sent to kidnap Daru! I'm defenseless without him. My only other ally is Mayuri, whose skills amount to costume design.
断る今ダルを失うわけにはいかん
I slip past her and start walking faster. Okay. We'll stop the episode. Okay, we'll stop the episode here. Just... oh, he's silly. And just... Okabe Rintaro is such a bi disaster. I love him. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next episode, so bye!